Hello, fellow comic book worms. This is Naman. Welcome to my channel. Have you guys heard Bill from Comic Mag Music? I don't name Comic Mag Music. Anyway, Bill from Comic Mag Music is looking for the man named TheJackSonRoyKirk. Personally, if one man is looking for another man and the another man is not telling you where he's at, the man should take a hint. But he's having a contest and he's calling it Where in the World is TheJackSonRoyKirk? Well, it turns out I don't know the man, the TheJackSonRoyKirk. I don't know him that well anyway. I mean, I subbed to him a while ago. I think I watch his videos here and there. I don't know if he watches mine or not, but I really do not know him well. I mean, I just heard of him. But I do know two things that Bill does not know. I do know two things. Number one, Bill, you got the question wrong. Your title name is wrong. First thing, it should be titled, Where in the World is the TheJackSonRoyKirk? Number two things that he does not know, of course. He don't know where he is at, of course. But I do. Even though I do not know the gentleman, I do know where he is at. You guys want to know where he's at? Well, I'm entering the contest. And you guys just have to watch the rest of this video. Sorry.
Oh, what fun we're going to have together.
What's up, Doc?
First, Bill wants us to give 3 shout-outs. I think it has to do with the hashtag Grow Together initiative that started by Gary B. Casual Comic Guy. And whenever that initiative comes up, I'm always happy to comply because it's awesome initiative. Hashtag Grow Together. So my first shout out is Kelly Comics. Beginning of the year, I made a grade list for 2023, and right away he said, I have a book for you. And I'm going, oh my gosh. My grade list is almost pie in the sky kind of list, you know, because I have a rule where I don't want to pay more than $30 for a comic book. I mean, I'm okay with the low grades, but even these books at low grades, they demand value, the ones in my list. So it's almost pie in the sky kind of thing. I'm willing to break about maybe 1 or 2 or 3 times per year, that rule that I have, but not more than that. Otherwise, I might as well not have the rule. So anyway, Kelly's Comics, on one of the books that on my list, he already, he sent it to me, and I didn't have to worry about that rule breaking or anything like that. So appreciate Kelly Comics, and I made a video not too long ago, little shorts. I'll just play it here.
What I want to do is convey the message of pay it forward. The comic community is bigger than us individually, and if we don't do the things necessary to show that we are an open and accepting community, then we'll just be labeled the gatekeeping nerds forever, man, and we need to get that shit gone. So I'm gonna do my part.
I'm not ashamed to say,
Middleman.
I hope it always will stay this way. My hat is off, won't you stand up and take a bow? And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, well, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being.
Second shout out goes to Shops for Comics By the way, I'll have all their links below in the description and their logo somewhere when I'm talking about each of these shoutouts. Okay. Chef4 Comic, and I don't frequently visit his channel. I visit enough to know that he collects a lot of good Spider-Man books. I think he's trying to complete certain number to certain number. I forgot which numbers, but yeah, he's awesome artist, and he draws characters for comic book community. You know, their favorite characters for each of, you know, Super Russ, Superman, you know, kind of stuff, and Matt Spidey, Spider-Man kind of stuff, right? Because I don't frequently visit his channel, and leave comments and stuff, you know, I just couldn't say, come on, where's mine, you know, where's my drawing? But I didn't want to push the man, you know, because I know it takes a lot to draw those things, and but one day, not too long ago, but a week or 2-3 weeks ago, he drew me and one of my favorite character, the Warlord. Awesome. I want to give you a shout out of these, you know, thanks shop, I really appreciate you. Please guys, again, I'll provide the link below. Go check him out, and also I'll give you some IG links where he created these huge posters for all the different members for the community. Things like this make me feel that I'm part of the community. I'm included in this community. Appreciate you, shop. Here are all the images that he created. How cool is that? Man, look at that.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true.
It's not that cool.
You're a pal
Chop,
and
it's
a
not that cool.
confidant.
22. That must be Chop.
I'm not ashamed to say,
Is that brothers?
I hope it always will stay this
Brother
way.
John, E-Man,
My hat
Super.
is
Wow,
off.
look
Won't you
at
stand
Simon.
up and take a bow?
That's me.
And if you threw a party,
Oh, Mike, that must be Mike right there.
invited everyone you
Hey,
knew,
Raj, Captain America, Raj.
well, you
That's
would
perfect.
see the biggest
Bosco.
gift would be for me, and the
CJ
card
right
attached
there.
would say, thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, nudie. I'm glad he's not nudie.
Thank you for being
Lady
a friend.
Fantastic. Actual Dracula,
Thank you for
Spidey.
being a friend.
Wow. Just too cool.
Thank you for being a friend.
Biggie. Talax. The Mighty. And the Rob
If it's a car
Fastback.
you
Oh,
lack,
Comic Claim.
I'd surely buy you a
Fine
Cadillac.
LCS.
Whatever you need, any time of
That
the
it?
day or night.
That's too cool. That's too cool. Third shout out goes to Day Comics and Wrestling. I think he changed his name from Main Event Comics and Wrestling, but anyway, this one, I gotta admit, I did ask for it. I did say, hey, come on, can you create me? Because I don't feel like I've been, you know, visiting Dave's channel that often, you know, and watch his videos and leave comments. I haven't done much of that. I mean, I go to a lot of different channels. I just, you know, watch here and there, and it's impossible for me to watch every channel every day or every time they post. So, but you know, when Dave was making these Wrestling Mania videos with Brian LCS, Neil Cleggs, all these different guys, you know, Cole Comic Claims, I just had to say, come on, don't you want to create the one for Worm, you know, the Worm? And he goes, yeah, sure. What character? And I say, how about Bruce Lee in that yellow jumpsuit? He goes, Yeah, that sounds great. And he creates a character for me with the Bruce Lee in gray hair. So, these guys, Kelly Comics, Shuffle Comics, Dave Comics and Wrestling, these channels just make you feel like you're part of the community, and I really appreciate all three of you guys. Anyway, here's some video, where I get to beat up some, comic book community members, all for fun.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant. I'm not ashamed to say, I hope it always will stay this way. My hat is off, won't you stand up and take a bow? And there's the save. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, well, you would see the biggest gift would be for me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. 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 If it's a car you lack, I'd surely buy you a Cadillac. Whatever you need, anytime.
Second requirement for Bills contest is give a little fact about New Orleans. Well, I don't know much about New Orleans, but anytime someone mentions New Orleans, I feel like that's the state, and anytime they mention Louisiana, I feel like that's a little city in New Orleans. So I had a little difficulty with the geography on that particular city state. Now, when someone mentions New Orleans or Louisiana, I immediately think of two things: crawfish and Justin Wilson. So here's Justin Wilson telling his crawfish story.
I'm glad for you to see me, I guarantee. Once there was an old mama crawfish, who took 3 little baby crawfish out to see the world for the first time, And they were going through the pasture, going real slow and looking. She was explaining this and explaining that. And they come up on a cow. And boy, those 3 little baby crawfish, zoom, high gear reverse, got out of there in a hurry. And she ran back there and got him and said, what's the matter with you? What that is, Mama? What that is, huh? Oh, she said, that's a cow, and a cow don't eat crawfish. Come on, let's go. So they walked some more, about a couple of more acres, and a great big mule was there, and them 3 little baby crawfish, zoom, high gear reverse some more. And she ran back and said, what in the world is the matter with you children, huh? What's wrong with you? What that is, Mama? Oh, she said, that's a mule, and a mule don't eat crawfish, Come on, let's go. I got to show you this world and before dark. And they went, but didn't go very far, and the old mama crawfish said, let's put it in high gear reverse now, children, too. What you see right there is a Cajun, and he'll eat anything in this world.
Ooh-wee! I guarantee that I know where the TheJackSonRoyKirk is. How? The secret is in his name, TheJackSonRoyKirk. Let's start with the first name, the Jackson. The name Jackson, an old English name. It means son of Jack. How else we use the name Jack? Cracker Jack, Lumberjack, Jack of all trade. Then son. What does son sound like? Sun, like sun god, Ra. Roy has Hebrew meaning, Elroy, a name of God. So sun, like solar system, jack of all solar system. With a name like Kirk, James T. Kirk, guy who has a show that starts with this intro.
Space, the final frontier.
Now you understand why Bill's question should have been, where in the world is the Jackson Roy Kirk, right? Because he's man of many solar systems, the jack of all solar system, right? Now some of you are thinking, hey, Star Trek series is just TV series. The movies are just movies. The universe in it are fictional, not real. I beg to differ. Name a best Star Trek movie. Best Star Trek movie. Now, if some of you said Wrath of Khan, I get you. But I think this man describes the best. Which one is the best Star Trek movie is?
Here's my Thursday thought. Galaxy Quest is the best Star Trek film.
So what happens in the Galaxy Quest? The guy played the starship captain in a movie, becomes starship captain for real life. First officer, ensign, and so on. Fictional becomes reality. Star Trek universe is real, guys. Anyway, let's continue with the name Roy. I'll Google the name Roy, meaning of name Roy. Let me read it for you. The name Roy is primarily a male name of Scottish origin that means red. Red. Also a French surname meaning king. I already told you about the Elroy, the biblical Hebrew romanized Elroy, is one of the names of God in the Hebrew Bible. So, given all that, I want to focus on the word red. What do you think of when you say red planet? At least in our solar system, we think of Mars, right? So is Roy at Mars? Possibly, but there are other names that we have to go through to realize where Roy is at. He definitely is at one of our solar systems in our universe that has a reddish planet. So now let's look into the name Kirk. The name Kirk on the Google again. Let me read it for you. Kirk is a boy's name of Old Norse origin, Kirkja, meaning church. It's also the word for church in Scots, where the Scottish National Church is informally referred to as the Kirk. The red planet, church. What do you do at church? Normally, pray, confess, sermon, sing, praise the Lord. What else you do at church? A special event at church. Not funeral. Wedding, right? Wedding, red planet. Kirk. Kirk was at the wedding at the red planet once before. But you will say, well, is this about Kirk going to a wedding at red planet somewhere? You would assume that a name like Kirk, the Jackson Roy Kirk, is a captain of some Starship Enterprise. But you gotta remember the name Roy Kirk. Roy comes before Kirk. Roy means king. King Kirk? King Kirk doesn't make sense because Kirk is already king of his starship. So it's King of Kirk. Who is King of Kirk?
My father says that you have been my friend. You came back for me.
You would have done the same for me.
Why would you do this?
Because the needs of the one outweighed the needs of the many.
That's right. King of Kirk is Spock. So the Jackson Roy Kirk is a Vulcan. He's on his planet, red planet, Vulcan. He's doing not the wedding, I mean, yeah, he's getting married and stuff, but what the Vulcan calls this, every 7 years, they have this urge. You know what I mean? The urge.
It is the Pon Far. Time of mating.
Pomfar. The Jackson Roy Kirk is traveling to his planet, Vulcan, to conduct Pomfar. Hello? Hey, Jackson Roy Kirk, what's up? What? I thought you were Vulcan. No? You where? You had to what? You had to go? Go where? Oh, you had to go. Like in go. Oh. Oh. No wonder you make fun of me when I have to go after a couple beers. Oh. Okay. Hey, have a safe trip home, bud. Okay? Alright. Alright, bye. Okay. I was wrong. Jackson is not a Vulcan. Actually, he had to go. Here's
sight of those who stand with me, and those for whom I would sacrifice my being. I begin the release. Kalashka, Memek, Godlas Fecto, Roshas, Bom.